Have you seen or heard backlash already?
Oh yeah, there's tons, but mostly it's not actually my customers. So like from our customers, we've heard a lot of support. From people who've never heard of us, we've heard a lot of support so that they'll be coming here for the first time. We've also heard of people who say they'll never come back.
Some Wisconsin restaurants, specifically in Milwaukee and Madison, are requiring proof of a COVID-19 vaccination to dine in response to the latest surge in cases. Cities like Chicago and New York have mandated it, but Wisconsin's largest cities have not. Still, it's posing yet another challenge to an already struggling industry. Arthur Ursink is joining us now. He's the creator and executive producer of the popular show Wisconsin Foodie, which is set to launch its new season later this month. So, Arthur, it's good to see you again. We talked at the very beginning of this pandemic, and now we just want to see the state of restaurants, really. So in your role, you're immersed in restaurant culture. Restaurants are facing this tough question of whether to require vaccines. We've seen a few do it. Do you think more will hop on board?
I think all options are open right now for restaurants, especially looking at restaurants in bigger cities like Milwaukee or Madison. I think they're taking a very proactive approach to mitigating, COVID-19 and the different variants. The one thing I have seen, though, is the ingenuity of our restaurants has been incredible. I know it's been a year since we've talked last, and to see what the restaurants, I had more of a doom and gloom sort of perspective on it. And I think really to see the restaurants, the creativity and the ingenuity of our restaurant industry has just been fantastic. And
do you think a citywide vaccine requirement for restaurants is the answer to keep them open?
That's a tough question. There's still so many people. I mean, if it was up to me personally, I would love to see something like that happen. But I think, the public is still, the public is still kind of all over the place. And I would hate for the restaurant industry to lose the business it could, to lose business because of it. And I think that's still something to be seen. But I think, personally, from my perspective, I would love to see something like that happen.
People are really leaving the restaurant industry to go find other jobs. Do you think that's going to be a long-term problem? How will this impact the industry overall? What are you hearing?
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest issue we're dealing with right now in the restaurant industry is just is the industry trying to find employees and everything from fine dining to breweries and everything in between. You see a lot of restaurants that are succeeding right now that are owner operated. That means like the chef is in the kitchen, the owner is the chef, or the owner is the brewmaster, where those folks can go in every day. But to find the right employees, to find the right servers, to find the right cooks is a real struggle right now. A lot of restaurants are raising, their wages to try to attract employees, are offering different benefits. So I think, asking for, that's where it becomes tough, is asking for the vaccine, everybody to be vaccinated. It can be a challenge to widen that pool, but it's also something that's actually very necessary too. So I think that's the challenge that the restaurant industry is really dealing with right now.
And there's not only a staffing shortage, but also the issues with the supply chain. How is that affecting menu items available and prices?
Well, food cost is going, through the roof. One of the positive things we've seen in this, through the pandemic, and our, restaurant and food scene is CSAs, community supported agriculture, have just, have gone through the roof. Demand for it has gone through the roof. So that's where farmers go out and they pick a box of vegetables and they supply the public with vegetables. We've seen that side of the industry almost kind of fail, and now we've seen it succeed. We've seen it kind of come back and forth. So people are looking local. And I really think that's an area where restaurants can focus on, and how they can work locally more with the purveyors, with the food producers and the farmers.
All right. Well, and you're also a village trustee, so you know how important restaurants are to our community for a number of reasons. Arthur Ursink, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Up next, the first look at a new Wisconsin poll.